Stop resisting!
Let me see some ID.
Stop resisting!
I said stop resisting, hands behind.
Stop
Did they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are
Stop
resisting.
existing.
Stop
Can you
resisting!
hear me? Let me use my fist since it's near me.
They are being combative and uncooperative because they won't answer my questions. Let me see some ID. Did
Stop
they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are resisting.
I don't want to hear about pre-existing conditions to prevent this ass whooping.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
So I can put you in these cuff slings and cause you injury. Stop resisting.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
He is resisting.
Stop resisting!
We need more units. He is resisting.
Let me see some ID. They
Here's
are
the
being
first thing.
combative and
Turn over.
uncooperative because they
Hands
won't
where I
answer
can
my
see.
questions.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
Here's
Did they
the
break
first
any
thing.
laws?
See what's the
No,
point.
but they are resisting.
Right in front of Church's Chicken.
Let me see some ID.
All three clear.
I also have the subject right in front of me.
You okay?
What happened?
I have no idea where he came from. I know I hit my lights down there, but this is a guy. He said you can somebody can contact him who's a witness, but I don't know where he had came from. I don't know if he was coming straight.
Where were you going?
No,
Or where were you
Turned
at?
around to get the guy.
You were doing a U-turn?
no,
Yeah.
but they are resisting.
Is your car running?
Yeah, it started doing some weird stuff. So I
Turn it
got out
off.
of it.
Turn it off. Hey, you want me to call GSP on this? She totaled this car out.
In Florida, we had a barbecue, and a friend of mine, well, associate of mine, baked some edibles and cookies and stuff for everybody. And I took a bite out of a cookie, but I didn't realize that it was an edible, like a cookie with THC in it.
It is January 27th, 2021 at 1:35 p.m. We're here in Sergeant Walker's office with myself, Sergeant Walker, Lieutenant Duffy, and Officer Adoris Gray. Okay, Officer Gray, what do you remember about Friday, January 22nd?
I think I was on a transport at the time. Officer Williams contacted me.
Speak up for me just a little bit.
This time I take my mask off.
We got hours on.
Okay. Well, I think I was on a transport. I was working 32. I was on a transport the day that Williams contacted me. I think phone call, and she asked me. I was already aware that she was in an accident earlier that day, and she asked me if I can urine inside of evidence that I've been bringing to her. I told her no. And that was it. We hung up. After I completed the transport, I remember she called me, no, she texted me like 3 times straight and said, I passed the test. Then she texted me again and said, she said somebody told on me. Then the third message said they sent me home. And then I called her to see like what was going on or whatever. And she just broke it down to me that somebody told on her that she asked him to urine in the bag also. And I guess he must have got back to the supervisor and they sent her home.
Is that the only time? That's the only thing she said on the phone? And who's he?
What you mean?
You said, what did she say to you?
She said that someone told on her and that, he being Lieutenant Silvers sent her home.
And you said you were on a transport? How many of you were on a transport when she called?
I think it was just me. I was working 32 that day. I think I was picking somebody up from Gwinnett.
You know what time that was? What time did you get that phone call from her?
I don't even know, honestly. It was right before these text messages though, so.
You still got your call log from Friday?
I don't think so. I still got the messages. looking at my call log.
So you delete your call log?
But it was right before these messages right here. See, Saturday morning, 2:06 a.m.
It was, so text message was 2:06 a.m.? That first
That was
message?
the first text message at 2:06.
And what did it say?
I passed on my own. Another one at 2:06 said they sent me home. Then the third one at 2:06 said someone told on me.
Okay, screenshot that and email that to me. And so she sent you that, said she passed it.
The first message said I passed on my own.
But when did she call you? How's she gonna ask you for the urine and tell you to bring it to her?
Yeah, she called me before 2 o'clock before I had anybody in the car. Cause I was on my way to go in that. And then she called and asked me if I can urine in the bag or whatever. And then I said no. And then after I had somebody in the car, she texted me. But then when I finally dropped them off, I looked at the text messages and it said I passed on my own. They sent me home.
Where did she want you to bring the bag to?
I think the accident happened on Old National.
So she was still on Old National when she
I think so.
texted you?
Well, no, when she called me, she was on Old National. Because she didn't know I was on transport.
Check, just make sure your call log was deleted. That's a big gap.
I still got the outgoing call I made.
What time you called her?
2:07, I think.
So you got the outgoing, but you don't got the incoming? What kind of iPhone is that?
11. I mean, like, I'm not saying that I deleted the messages because I didn't want to get in trouble at the time. Like, when she was calling me, I knew.
Okay, so you deleted it.
Yeah.
All right, okay, that's what I'm getting at, because...
Oh, yeah. You asked me, was the call log deleted? And I said, yeah. I didn't know if you
hers, but not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
Okay, you deleted her call log.
After she asked me that, I deleted that call because I didn't want to be involved.
You deleted hers, so your call log is not, like 5 days, we both got the same phone.
Yeah. No, my call log goes back to this past Friday. It delete like every, I think 5 days.
Her call log.
Why did you delete her call?
I didn't want to be involved in it.
And deleting her call doesn't involve you how?
I don't know, I just felt like if she was to get caught like she did, that it'll look bad on me if I was the one contacting her, whatever. Whether I said no or not, I felt like I'd get in trouble.
So in other words, if there's proof on your phone that you had a conversation with her, then that's evidence that you were involved. Correct?
Yeah.
So we're deleting evidence. Is that what you understand? Am I understanding this correctly?
I mean, that's what
it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, but that wasn't like my intentions to delete evidence. I just didn't want to be involved in the incident itself.
What would you call it? Put your cop hat on. What would you call it?
Me deleting evidence.
Okay.
Plus, you deleted her incoming call, but you didn't delete you calling her. So why do you delete everything? But why are you reaching out to her? You're gonna keep that, but you're gonna delete her calling you. But you don't want to get her in trouble that she reached out to you for help? Because if you clearly got this, you called her, you still got the text messages, but you just delete the log where she called you.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't want to be involved in it at all. I must have missed this one. Like, I wanted to delete everything, but I just kept messages just in case she made it seem as if I had played a role in it or whatever. But mean, it don't justify the situation. I should have kept everything, but just me thinking at the time I didn't want to get myself in trouble or nothing like that.
Okay, well, after that, you called her, you talked to her. That's the last thing. Anything? What else she tell you on the phone besides somebody probably told on her?
Yeah, that was just about it. She said somebody told on her. She said that they sent her home. She said they got her badge and her gun, and she don't know what's gonna happen. She don't know what they're gonna do.
She said they took her badge and her gun?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what she said.
You think, or did she say yes or no?
I think. I don't know for sure.
Did she tell you who she think told on her?
I mean, to be honest, like, we talked after that situation. We talked not too long ago, I think. Saturday night or Sunday night.
You deleted that, Jay?
Yeah, Sunday night, Bussy called me. You know, just me and Bussy on the phone. And he had her in three-way. And she was saying that she think Hall told on her. But even before that day, like when we initially talked over the phone after I did the transport, she said that she thought it was Hall or Officer Jones that told her. She couldn't tell exactly which one, but she knew it was between them two.
Why would she think it was them two?
I don't know. She said that she guess Hall got a big mouth or whatever. But I don't know if she was just saying that because she was on the phone with me, and then she might have called somebody else and said that it could have been me. But that's just what she told me. She think it was Jones or Hall. And then when me and Bussy was on the phone, he had her in three-way. It wasn't about Jones at that point. She just made it seem like she knew it was Hall. And she was saying certain stuff like, Hall said yeah at first when she asked her to urine in the bag. And I guess it must have got out to the supervisor, and then Hall didn't want to get involved in it. So I don't remember exactly what she said word for word, but I got the feeling that she wanted to like get Hall in trouble also with her, because she knows she's in trouble. But I got the feeling that she was trying to get Hall in trouble also.
By how?
Just by like the stuff she said on the phone call.
What was she saying?
I don't know exactly what she was saying. Well, I don't remember exactly what she was saying, but she was saying like, I know it was Hall, and she said yeah at first, and if I get in trouble, she gonna get in trouble, stuff like that.
Why would she get in trouble?
Why would Hall get in trouble? Because she initially said yeah to bring her urine. Before like the supervisor found out that that's what she was doing.
When did you tell Lieutenant Silvers about
the incident? What about her asking me?
Mm-hmm.
I told him the day after.
The day after?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you go to him?
Well, I told him the day of actually, because she asked me Saturday. And I asked him the shift after. But I didn't go straight to him because after I got to the station, I already knew that Silver knew about it. So I was thinking like, what would I do? Like if he already know about it, what would me telling him to do? But I did write a statement when I went home. As soon as I came in, I gave him a statement for him.
Okay. Let me redirect this. Why didn't you immediately notify your supervisor that somebody asked you, wearing this uniform and badge, to commit an unethical act?
I didn't want to get her in trouble.
Didn't want to get her in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay. Should she really be your concern?
No.
She's asking you to help her commit an unethical act, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're more concerned about her welfare than you are the oath that you took? What does that say about your ethics and your integrity?
You don't look good.
No. You remember during your interview board when we asked, hey, if you see your FTO take something on a burglary, what do you do? And you said, oh, I'm going to report it. Well, here was your opportunity. What'd you do?
I didn't report it at the time.
Right.
I mean, I know it don't justify it, but like I said.
Then don't try. When did she contact you? What time?
When
Ballpark it.
When did you contact me?
Williams.
Like the first time?
Yes.
During the transport, I got like right before the messages, I think. So like around 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I did the transport at 2:06.
Why do you think at 1 o'clock? Like, what were you doing around that time that she contacted you? We
I was
just never
fixing to go. I was fixing to go to Gwinnett because they didn't want me to go while the shift was still like we were still getting a lot of calls.
So dispatch sent you?
To Gwinnett.
Yeah, they told you to go pick them up, and then you went. So whenever dispatch said, "Hey, go, we got somebody holding."
Dispatch notified the 3 supervisors, but then they messaged me on CAD and said just wait until it died down a little bit. So I didn't go as soon as they just let the supervisor know like we got an 83 pickup in Gwinnett. But that was like early in the shift. I waited to go until like it slowed down a little bit.
When did you call? Have you spoken to anybody else about this incident?
Before Williams was on the phone, me and Bussy was talking about it.
When?
And then Sunday, I think Sunday night, and then he merged her in on 3-way. But then all 3 of us talked about it.
That's the first time y'all ever talked about it, was that day that y'all merged on a 3-way?
Me and Bussy? I think we may have said something the first night that it happened. It happened like toward the end of the shift, so I can't remember like if we did that day. But I know for sure we did talk about it Sunday.
Well, what else do you remember from that conversation on that 3-way?
I mean, J. Will was saying that her and Hall had known each other for like 5 years, I think. She said that they got a lot of mutual friends, and she said Hall contacted the mutual friends to explain herself. And I guess to let J. Will know that she didn't tell on her, but she never contacted J. Will like directly. So I guess that led J. Will to believe that it was Hall, because if she going on her way to contact their mutual friends.
Are you close with Williams?
Mm-hmm. Before her asking for urine, we probably talked on the phone like once or twice. And it was like work related, it was never like nothing like that.
So what made her so comfortable just to call you?
No, to actual urine?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
And then you even called her back to make sure she was okay. I mean, why would you care about somebody you don't even know like that?
That's just me. I care about everybody on the ship. I care about everybody here.
Did you have your body camera on when she called you?
I don't remember. I had my body camera on during the transport, so I don't know if we was on the phone at that time. But if we was, then it would be on body camera.
Because when she called, you didn't start your transport, right? So you're not sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm not sure.
Anything else you want to share about the incident? Anything? Listen, if you got anything, don't hold it back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know. I feel like it's better if y'all ask me questions because I don't know exactly like what to say. I feel like I've said everything, but
everything from that conversation. That's how long was you on the phone?
I think like 10 minutes. But me and Bussy was on the phone first for a minute, then he merged her. So we wasn't on the phone with her for 10 minutes. The entire phone call was just 10 minutes. Like I said, me and Bussy sat there and talked for a minute, but then he merged her. So
were y'all talking about her?
We was talking about the incident and stuff like it's crazy and stuff like that. Then also Bussy and me about to move around the same time, so he wanted to know like what part of the town I was about to move to and stuff like that.
So what made y'all merge her in and call her? Since y'all not friends, you said y'all really not friends. Talked to her 2 times. What made you merge her in?
Another reason why we merged her is because she texted again and said, let me see, I got the message here.
Go ahead and screenshot the messages. And
I screenshotted it because all of them, it's just this short little time frame right here. That's all the messages from the incident.
And did you just send that to me already?
I'm sending it right now.
And what the text message say?
I'm gonna read it. It says, Oh, so this was Monday. So I think we talked on the phone Monday. The three-way call was Monday. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact date unless
We're not, that's why we tell you look at you. Go to your phone. It's fine. There's a reference point.
But the text message, the first one came in at 5:18. She said, "Bruh," she was like, "Lieutenant Silver seen me going in the trunk to get a property bag, and he already knew what I was doing." Then she said that Sergeant Landrum called her into the office and was like, "Don't lie, did Jay Will ask you for urine?" And she was like, she told them, yeah, because clearly he already knew. Then she said that he said that the new recruits told on her already, and the new recruits being me and Bussy, and they asked her because they know she cool with her. And then the last message said this was from Hall. I mean, this what Hall said. And then I texted and said, "Did they talk to you yet?" But then she said, "No. Did you write a statement?" And then that's when Bussy merged. But Bussy said that she sent him the exact same text messages as if like she just copied and pasted.
So on the phone, she didn't say, did anybody ever give her urine? Like anybody? Or she used her own or what?
Like the urine?
Yeah.
No, she said it was hers. She said that remember when I said that after she texted me, she said to me, I called her. During that phone call, she said that she used her own urine and she passed. Well, she thinks she passed. She said that the guy that was there who took the test for her was like, okay, good, and then sent her on her way.
Make sure you send me all those text messages.
Okay. Is it fine if I send it to the message you just called? I mean, the phone you just called?
That's fine. And you gave your statement a day later to Lieutenant.
Written statement.
So LT never approached you. Would you have said something? You would never said nothing.
I would have. I had already wrote my statement before I went to sleep after we left shift. So after 6 o'clock in the morning, I wrote my statement.
But you said you didn't want to get her in trouble.
Yeah, but I still was questioning. I went home and had enough time to think to myself, like, it wouldn't look good if I don't say nothing at all. Just in case I was to get questioned, like, why didn't I say anything?
So did you have time to think, or did you know that other people already reported it?
I knew that it was already reported when I got back to the station after the transport. When I got home, I had enough time to sit down to myself and think, like, okay, this is the right thing to do. So I wrote a statement, and I had it in my mind. I wasn't going to give it to him during briefing because I didn't want everybody to see me giving it to him. So the first time I had where he was by himself, I was going to give it to him, and that's what I did.
You got anything else here?
Just remember that this is confidential. This is NIA, and it is not for public discussion. You can discuss it with Sergeant Walker, you can discuss it with me, you can discuss it with command staff, and that's it.
Can I ask something?
Sure.
Am I in trouble?
Well, I'll tell you, it doesn't bode well. You got an officer that calls you up and asks you to commit an unethical act, and you immediately remove stuff from your call log so that way there's no evidence to show that you were ever asked. You don't go and report it. You have to wait till the very next day to go and talk about it after the lieutenant's already went to everybody else and said, give me the statements. If you cared anything about this profession at all, your first call would have been to the lieutenant saying, let me tell you what just happened. Here's the evidence. And instead, you're hiding evidence and you're waiting a full shift later to turn in your information concerning it. If you were the chief, what would you think about your integrity right now?
Right, I would think good of it.
Right. I don't know if you're in trouble. What we do is we gather the facts and we send it over to the chief. And then the chief decides whether he wants to do anything about it, if anything. But you definitely ain't helping yourself. You pay attention to the news, right? Alright. black men all over the United States are getting killed by law enforcement all last year, right? And there was a big push to try to make law enforcement more ethical, hire officers with integrity, and to untarnish the badge, for lack of a better term. If you saw this on Fox 5 News tonight, what would you think? Did we help our case? No. If you were the governor of Georgia or the director of Post and you were looking over this right now, what would you think? Man, I got this officer right here. He hopes that they don't find out he got asked, and he hopes that she's okay. And she's doing drugs and asking him to help her get away with it.
But the way I see, well,
Alright, I got a question. You remember when you first, before you went to mandate, became an officer, you also had another time you sat in front of me and Major, to be honest. And you sat there and did not be honest. You were not honest. One officer was honest in that office. And you had, again, now your officer went through training, knowing you're supposed to be honest. And another time, another chance to be honest, to report it.
and this time it wasn't about me being honest. I just didn't, like, tell. And not, like, tell like that. I just didn't go to my superior and let them know. But at the time I was thinking, like, I can't stop her from calling my phone.
You're right. But you can definitely report it. Say, LT, I got an officer here that's apparently using drugs that's trying to have me help him hide it. Yeah. And instead of calling your lieutenant, you're too busy deleting your call log.
Or calling her back, being nosy, getting more information. Why not? If you knew what she asked you, you don't want nothing to do with it, why call her back? And find out what's going on, and why do that? Why jump on? Why even get on a three-way? Nah, Bussy, I don't want to be on a three-way. I don't want nothing to do with it. But get on a three-way and listen for 10 minutes. Like, why? If you don't want nothing to do with it, you're deleting stuff, you're not friends, why are you still talking to her? Like, you can't prevent her from calling your phone, but you called her, and it's in your phone.
I called her after she was texting.
I don't know if she called you, you deleted it, that's what you tell me. But I know you called her. Did you call her back to say, hey, I'm going to help you? We don't know. So you got evidence that you deleted, you didn't delete everything. So how we know you didn't go before you went to Gwinnett, you stopped and dropped off the urine? I mean, you deleted? I don't know if she called you. You called her. You could have called and said, hey, I'm on my way.
It's impossible, though. The time don't...
I don't know what time. You deleted it. So how do I know? You don't even know what time she called you. So how are you supposed to don't want to be in it, but you're making yourself look bad, not her. She didn't. I don't know if she called you. She could have said, I never called them, but you called her. It's on your phone.
You can always go to dispatch and see exactly when I was...
Do you see the point? You're deleting evidence that doesn't make you look good. You're trying to protect somebody else, but you're deleting the evidence that you calling her. I'm pretty sure she got a call log with you and Bussy calling her. And what did she tell her? Hey, both of them helped me. I had 2 bags of urine. If you don't want nothing to do with it, don't talk to them. Report it. That's the point of covering your butt, is reporting it. But by going home, sleeping good, calling her, hey, so what happened?
You ain't helping yourself. If you were in serious trouble at the moment, you wouldn't be in that uniform. This is an investigation. There's one person right now that is on admin leave. You are not that person. Our job is to find the facts. I hired you with the assistance of Sergeant Walker. I'm not happy. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Do not answer no more phone calls. Do not call her. Do not talk to Bussy about the situation. Nobody.
Okay.
And I know y'all good friends. Just don't talk about it. Let this stuff be over. Don't talk about it. Okay?
Okay.
Anything to add? Anything else you remember from it? That you don't want to hold anything back. Anything you want? I don't care if it's simple. You think it's small. I didn't think I had to tell y'all. I didn't think it was that serious. Anything. I don't care if it's small. That you need to add to this before we wrap up.
No. Not as far as I already said it before, like the phone call with me and Bussy, she made it seem like she wanted to get Hall in trouble.
But
even the first time we talked, when she thought it was Jones and Hall, it was kind of like the same stuff. Like,
did she say something about them that would get them in trouble?
Yeah, she was saying that both of them said yeah.
So Jones and Hall said yes.
I mean, Hall said yeah, but the first time she suspected that it was Hall and Jones. But the second time when she thought that it was for sure Hall, she was like, I don't know why she would tell if she said yeah at first. She said she think Hall was on the way to the accident scene to actually, I don't know if she already urinated in the bag or what, but she said Hall was on the way to the accident scene. And I guess there was a supervisor already out there, so. But she was basically saying like, she knows she's in trouble and Hall is going to get in trouble too for telling, I guess, and for actually being the one who said yeah to bring her to urine.
She said anything about did they hang out outside work or?
She said she knew her for 5 years. She said they used to work in a jail together or something like that. And they got mutual friends. That was just about it.
Why would Jones get in trouble though?
I don't know. She suspected that it was Jones and Hall. That's the first time we talked the first night. After she sent me the text messages, after the transport, she thought it was Jones and Hall. But then when she found out for sure it was Hall, she said that Hall said yeah to send it the urine. I don't know whether or not she sent it through a text message saying yeah, or if it was a phone call. But she said Hall said yeah, and that she's gonna, if she get in trouble, then she's getting in trouble also for saying yeah.
Anything else to add, Elsie? You got nothing else to add, like you said?
Just keep it confidential.
Okay.
Need anything else to come up, anything, phone call, text, reach out to me, reach out to Lieutenant, anybody in command staff, that's fine.
So if she reach out in the, like...
Don't even answer it.
Oh, okay.
Just don't answer.
No, I'm saying if she reach out, report it to...
Yeah, let us know. Hey,
Okay.
she keep calling me. She texts me, yeah, let me know. But don't answer it. Don't respond. Like I said, right now, it is an open investigation. So I don't need you trying to get information from it. Just leave it alone. Okay? All right, unless there's anything else to add, I'm going to end this interview. It is, again, Wednesday, January 27th at 2:10 p.m.
Stop resisting!
Let me see some ID.
Stop resisting!
I said stop resisting, hands behind
Stop
you.
They break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are
Stop
resisting.
resisting.
Stop
Maybe you
resisting!
didn't hear me. Let me use my fist since it's near me.
They are being combative and uncooperative because they won't answer my questions. Let me see some ID. Did
Stop
they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are resisting.
I don't want to hear about pre-existing conditions to prevent this ass whooping.
Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
So I
Hands
can
behind
put
your
you in
back.
these cuff slings and cause you injury.
Hands behind your back! Stop
Let me see some ID.
resisting!
He is resisting.
Stop resisting!
We need more units. He is resisting.
Let me see some ID.
They are being combative and uncooperative because they won't answer my questions.
Let me see some ID.
Did they break any laws?
No, but they are resisting.
Pre-existing conditions to prevent this ass
Hands behind your back!
Stop resisting.
Let me
We
see
need
some
more
ID.
units. He is resisting.
Stop resisting!
Turn over and listen.
Stop resisting!
I
Let me see some ID.
Resisting, hands behind
Stop
your back.
resisting!
Stop existing.
Stop
Maybe you
resisting!
didn't hear me. Let me use my fist since it's near me.
They are being combative and uncooperative because they won't answer my questions. Let me see some ID. Did
Stop
they break any
resisting!
laws?
No, but they are resisting.
I don't want to hear about pre-existing conditions.
No, but they are resisting.
Hands behind your
Stop
back!
resisting. Stop resisting. I'm not listening. I said, stop resisting, hands behind your back. Don't make me swing. Maybe you didn't hear me. We got more units on the way to help me, so I can put you in these cuff slings. So, we're gonna charge you. I hope we ruin you. For resisting, your job, your family. We want it all. Your freedom. We want it all because you resisted.